Hi everybody, I'm Doc Shocker. Welcome to Deathstate. In our last episode, we started a fresh save game, unlocked a couple of items, and the character Scar. So we'll be taking him for a ride into the Deathstate, and hopefully we'll get past our first group of bosses. We kind of bit it pretty hard, but we ended up taking a lot of really bad damage that we just were unable to refill. We were also pretty light on any sort of real upgrades. So we got a champion right off the bat. That's typically going to mean an organ for us, or at least some sort of drop that will probably passively assist us. As long as we can kind of steer clear of those shotgun blasts, I think we'll be in good shape. Or we, not get ourselves hung up on like the little floor tentacle eye stalk thing. Alright, so let's see if we can get in close to this. Alright, ingest unknown organ. The fungal fragment plus basically 10% damage. And another effect I didn't quite catch. We have a tome over here, and that's certainly a welcome sight for us. Because that's going to be the surest way to a positive move. Saphir's Lesser Midnight Anchor. We fire at one additional foe. Not the greatest tome ever, as there are some tomes will fire at up to 8 enemies. And those kind of turn these early stages into a cakewalk. But it's all right, because we're here to kind of relearn the fundamentals of the game. So slow goes it. Sometimes you have to go slow to go fast. But looks like we've cleared enough of our floor, so we'll move on to floor 2 and lay into some more mofos, hopefully get some good loot. There's another book for us, and a champion. Certainly willing to say that I'm much more concerned with fighting this champion, which went down pretty quick. And just unknown organ, 10% damage. I'll take it. It's our unknown tome. Fires one wave of fire. I'll see how this reacts with our... I'm not seeing it being any worse than the one that we were currently using, so I guess we'll ride with this for the time being. Health for ourselves. Champion, which I'm all about. It's a certain path pretty much to getting ourselves some sort of benefit. Unknown potion. We have just the unknown organ. Max speed 15%. A decrease of rate of fire. The movement speed could serve us well if I wasn't awful at this game and would, instead of running into bullets, dodge away from them. Alright. We're not entirely punished. Let's hit our Rite of Sanctification, weaken the Master's Seal. Alright. Yeah, I think we'll stick with the book we currently have. Hopefully... Oh, I should have grabbed that health. Oh well. On to our next floor. We are in Lair 3. Golden chests are always nice to see. They generally pack something we can use, like a sword. It emits lasers with a plus 0.2 damage. Which, once we kind of clear this area a tiny bit, we'll have a look at our character screen and see what that has to say about it. Our max health is 3, max hit points of 50. Our damage is 1.43 with a 90 fire rate and 110% plague damage. We have 100% luck, and our movement speed is 115%. Let's get our mouse involved here. We've got the bloated thread gut, which is what's giving us our movement speed up. We have our unknown organ there and there. It's not wanting to really tell us what we have in our other spots. Strange. Alright. Well, anyway, off we go. And then we've got... Okay, it obliterated my mouse pointer. I'm happy for that. Full health, and we've got a champion there. So hopefully we can lay in enough damage as to, well, potentially not die. Alright, so we have unknown organ, yellow fatty spleen, gives us some damage, and decreases our movement speed. I think we're still netting a positive, or a slightly boosted damage, or movement speed stat. We've got another Rite of Sanctification, so we'll certainly... No, I guess we won't be using that. It does not queue up anything for us. Grab our gold. I think we had more gold and some potions. So I'll take the potion that we have. Aha! Open our third eye. Gives us some good court vision. Let's see. We've got another sword. Let's see what that one does. Now our bullets are strange. I'm not a fan of that. It does like a swirling pattern of our bullets. They're swords, but they're just not that great. It's sort of difficult to have any sort of focus fire, which can prolong some fights to a large degree. We'll hop down here. See if we can hopefully take out this king, which I think should be doable as long as we can, again, sort of stay away from his tells. Alright, so we have another axe, Baron Grek's axe. They do extra damage. The Cosmos trembles. I think I can kind of live with this, more so than the lasers. The lasers seem to have a profound effect with damage over time, but I'd rather have good burst. We'll take our... Alright, so that wasn't the best potion in the world. What's this one going to do? Must have been a health potion of some variety. You are my last hope. I'm an important skeleton around here. Alright, so we are fighting our boss. Who's our boss? I think we'll wait for the effects of this potion to wear off. There we are. Okay, so we're back to the Crystal Council yet again. Just need to do what we can to stay out ahead of our bullets, make sure we're taking out enemies before we get ourselves crowded. Looks like we've taken out the first. So this is a two-phase boss. After taking out the 4 lesser bosses, it'll become a Gestalt. And then we can start laying in our damage, which our axes and fire seem to be doing some fantastic work. Let's see, we found an unknown relic. Fire at 3 extra foes, yes please. Ingest unknown organ, the flagellum something or other. Flagellum spleen, was that what it was? Gives us a little extra movement speed. We move on to our next area. The Ozian Swamp. So let's bust ourselves out a little room here and start making our way through. We've got a shop. He's got a potion, health, and a relic. I would very much be interested in getting that relic. Let's see how much we need to try and earn 100 gold. So at 35, it's a possibility. Certainly won't hold my breath unless we start finding some chests and getting some good gold drops from some of these enemies. Tome down there, yeah, that was less than brilliant. What do we have? Power fires plague bullets. The bloodiness of the Old Testament. Let's see what this does. May not fire at as many foes, but it looks like it might be laying in some good damage for us. And we do bonus plague damage, so this might be the right play. There's our champion. We actually landed a couple of knockback hits. That's always good. Alright, another potion. What was the potion of? It's an unidentified potion. The Brute's Lungs, 10% damage. Alright, we'll head down to our next floor. We're now in Lair 6. Let's see, our new enemies are the Hounds of Tindalos, and slimes. Yeah, those little eye stalk things on the ground, they're pretty trolly for sure. We're at max health. Yet to get any health ups, which is quite the departure from the Let's Play, or the quick look video I did about a week ago. Because it certainly, I was quite the tank in that video. Which was certainly an uncommon thing. I shouldn't, make it sound as though that's an average Tuesday kind of thing, because it is certainly not the case that you end up with 8 or 10 health or whatever it was I had in that video. Let's see. We've got another tome. Let's see what this does. Lasers, I'm just not interested in. I would rather keep my plague bullets and really not get myself killed taking foolish damage. Bob around here, get these guys dusted. Probably a little hasty in grabbing that. It probably would have been worthwhile to take a little more damage first, just to get, maximum value out of it, but I was right there right then, so yeah, that's how that is going to work out. Let's get our enemies sorted yet again. About walked into some enemies, take myself some contact damage, which would not benefit me in the least. Ooh. Lots of gold, lots and lots of gold. New organ, some luck down and magic points, which I'm not really burning up a whole lot of magic right now. So maybe I should consider doing that. Gold is healthy currently, which I'm fine with. I would like to find a shop at some point that would help me out, because I don't think there is a shop on this floor. Hey, it damaged me once, so why not just hang around in it, I guess, and take more damage. Alright, so let's have a quick scan of the area, make sure I didn't leave any health, which I did. So we'll take our 2 health, move down into layer 7. Got our bubble blowing lizards, or do we have those in the last level? Not entirely sure. Gold chest and a champion. That's double payout, which works for me absolutely. Our damage stat is such that we're actually kind of melting through them pretty well. An increase in our rate of fire is always welcome. Finally, a relic for ourselves. I believe we had the pygmy idol in our last episode. It did good work for us. That potion, however, did not. Potion of resurrection, or whatever you'd like to call it. Fighting that champion won't do much for us. But kind of don't have much choice currently. Looks like we focused him down, which is certainly a good thing. And then we've got this guy up here, which I'm really not sure how we're going to be able to get at him. So we do something super cheesy like this, and hopefully not get ourselves murdered. We'll get back to him. Before I feel any real confidence in going after him, we need to land a little health for ourselves. Alright, so we can probably take a hit now. So we might head back up that way and see if we can't take this guy out, because he's just gonna stand around spamming his stuff eternally, and I'm just going to die. Okay. Our score was 1698. We'll continue. We've unlocked planar seals, hard mode altars, the Temple of Keet, the Cat's Eye, and the Twin Heart. The amphibian egg cluster, the gold canopic idol, and Grundy's lesser tome of the eye. Lots and lots and lots of stuff. Alright, I think that was, what do we have here? You have unlocked the Altar of Id. If you desire a greater challenge, find and desecrate these monuments. I understand. And I think that will be enough for today's episode of Deathstate. If you've enjoyed the video, please be sure to press the like button down below. If you have any comments, questions, or critiques for me, be sure to leave those in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. And with that, this has been Deathstate. I'm Doc Shocker. You've been great. Happy gaming.